you became the hater channels that bash all of us in our industry. And I'm like, wait, this Flakko that was a fan, a supporter of the actual movement, now you're bashing us.
Because if you want to be the type of YouTuber that you have become, you basically have to, every single video has to be taking somebody down and declaring that they are bad. Look at how this person fell off.
3 days and 24 hours.
Look at how this person is a piece of shit. And you're doing it even to people that used to be your literal mentors.
Listen,
you were on the cruise ship.
You know, it's funny. People tell me, yo, roast Flakko, bro. It's just y'all. You know what? That's the homie. I want to roast him. But now I'm talking to you because,
of course, face to face. No.
So it's fair.
Here, facts, right? But fresh though, right? So look, when I make videos, right?
Yeah.
I'm always clear, meaning this, right? Like, I've never hidden that I bought like DMs, you feel me, right? Right? I'm always clear, bro. I'm always clear, which is, fresh, I love so far, right? In terms of how fresh stays. I say, yo, Myron, I love too, but bro, Myron right now, bro, again, for example, I say, hey, bro, yo, whenever I evict a bitch, is a nigga bitch. I'm like, come on, cuz. I just said, come on. Myron.
All right. What is your problem specifically with what I say? What is your specific problem or your gripe?
No. For example, right? Like, if you say, yo, bro, whenever I evict somebody, it's usually a black woman. Right? We can probably say that. But a nigga bitch is like harsh, my nigga, right? Like, that's like, come on, bro. Like, let's not, like, call... Because again, bro, we're all into this shit.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, I was referring to eviction rates. Yeah. Black women are at the top of that. It's the truth.
Yeah, black women. But when you call,
bro, it's the truth, man. Like,
but when you call us, though, it's like, come on, bro. We love you too, my nigga. Like, again, bro, we're all one, right? So like, when you like call your own people the worst shit you can call a black person, which is it's like, come on, bro. Like, why even do that?
Let's go. So let's go through this, right? So I'm an equal opportunity racist. I talk shit about everybody, whether it's I call Indian. I call Jews, I call blacks, whites. I literally talk shit about everybody. Now, my thing is, the reason why I use such terms, and you might probably gonna have to bleep some of that stuff out.
Oh, yeah. But I'm already thinking about that.
He's like, okay, I gotta bleep that stuff out. But the reason why whatever. The reason why I use such terms, right, is to let people know that they're getting the real me, the authentic me. Because I know that if I use certain phrases, certain terminology, people know, damn, this guy's authentic, like he's not controlled. And in a world where social media influencers are slowly starting to become almost like the mainstream media, which we've disliked for a very long time, I want to make sure that people understand, like, yo, this is me. I'm not controlled by anybody. Now, I know some people might not like that, but it's one of the most honest indicators that we're independent. We say what we want, we do what we want, and we're not necessarily controlled or beholden to anyone else. So sometimes I have to give these reminders out, and I think that's one way to stay authentic. Now, some people get offended by that, but I think there's a level of authenticity that commands respect that people like to see, especially in this politically correct world. Keep in mind, we just found out that like we had to get a presidential order, executive order, to say that there's two genders. We've went so goddamn far left with this PC culture, etc. You need extreme guys like me to kind of bring it back center. Because some people might say, Myron, you're far right, you're alt right. Well, guess what? My rhetoric needs to be used sometimes to bring us back to the center. Because we've went so fucking left.
Because, okay, when so we did that first interview, and you guys were not really political at that time, right? Like, you weren't really discussing politics.
No, we were staying away from it.
It was mostly dating advice, men's advice, whatever. And then I remember, like, soon after that, you guys had what I remember as being, like, your first major controversy, which was where I think you guys said something along the lines of, you know, we don't date black women, we don't night riders,
you know,
something
funny?
Along those lines.
That clip had actually been out way before we came on No Jumper.
Oh, really? Okay.
But what ended up happening is it resurfaced on Twitter.
That was definitely a moment where I was like, okay, so it might be a little difficult to be friends with these guys at a certain point.
Well, hold on. Let me go through that, right? So as you guys know, we do our show live, right? And we had a call-in show, I think, that day, right? Where people could call in and ask questions. Someone called in or sent in a super chat saying, hey, what are your thoughts on using the Blacked website for dating?
The dating app.
And then that's when we made that joke.
Blacked.
Like, oh yeah, Blacked, haha, we don't night ride over here, you know, some shit like that. It was just us like making jokes.
But Blacked would be a good site because there's like no black women on there. It's just black dudes. Well, it is. I don't know. Blacked has a website. The theme is like women getting banged out by big ass.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're talking. Are you talking about ghetto gaggers?
The dating app.
Oh, the dating app.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, dating app.
No, the porn site.
Bro, this guy, porn brain.
Oh, I'm thinking black.com.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
So there was two though. Yeah, it's like there's white girls too on that black app.
No, there's.
But yeah, so basically, someone called, like, send a super chat or whatever, because it's a live show. And asked that question where we made the joke like, hey, you know, we're not night riders like David Hasselhoff or something like that. Or we're not down with the Browns. Some shit like that. Just a joke. But what ended up happening is they took that clip and they spun it as if like we were like super racist when we were responding to like a question.
Actually, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
My girl knows black.
Fact.
It's like
how black? As black as you? Or she's like
impossible.
She's mixed, probably, right? She's mixed. Impossible.
She's African.
No. Right? Okay, fine. No,
shout out to you. You're rehabilitated.
Facts, right?
No. Hold on. It was a joke, bro. We were trolling.
So you've always been open to dating black women?
Huh?
You've always been open to.
Nah.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
I've been with white chicks too,
Hispanic.
bro. We literally see the thing that's crazy is like we literally roast everybody, but like people only hone in on like certain shit. Like, y'all are racist, right? Because you guys said this, but nobody gives a shit when we make fun of Mexicans.
Well,
Ain't it
when
funny?
you say though, like
Hold on, we're more flagrant than flagrant themselves.
Facts.
I'm like, yo, y'all are comedians, but can't take a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, remember
They got
what
offended by us.
Yeah, they did shit to us. We went to New York. Angela was like, oh, you talk shit about black women. Bro, it was a joke. Nah, bro, you meant that shit. I'm like, yo, first of all, you are a comedian. You should know when it's a joke. It's just funny talk. Bro. Just having fun. He took it serious. I'm like, bro. But he, you know what he did to us, bro?
Yeah.
He brought us on to roast us. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Or tried to. But
He
then
said that he gave you the option to not release it though.
Yeah. Right?
Because he felt, I actually never watched it, but he said he felt like you guys looked so bad that he gave you the
No.
option.
It actually made
He
them
looked bad.
Okay.
He looked bad. It's funny.
And
and they cut out a part, by the way.
Look at the comments.
FYI, they cut out a part of the interview, by the way.
Look at the comments, bro.
What was it? What part? Yeah.
So his the black dude on their thing,
Oh yeah. Alex,
he had tried to say some shit.
Yeah.
Saying about like I teach men how to manipulate women.
Yeah.
And I responded to him saying, not really. It's running game is completely different. I basically made him look like an idiot. Yeah. They cut that whole part out.
Also, his girl's white.
White women though. Yeah.
That's what I said, bro.
Yeah, bro. And he's with white chick.
Alex was black
white.
girls.
Bunny hopper.
Yeah. Alex like the running joke though with Alex and on Flagrant is he only dates like white girls and Spanish.
Bro, and he's over here. He was caping the hardest for them, bro.
Many such cases. A lot of black men in this camp.
They cape he capes the hardest like for the black woman. He don't even be with one. That's why they cut that part out.
He kind of have to, right? Because he was the only black guy in the room, right? So he kind of have to like.
That's like AOC being with white guys.
Well, she is with a white guy.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I know,
but
right?
it's just comical because it's like y'all are supposed to be comedians. You guys call yourselves flagrant.
Exactly.
Like you're supposed to be uncensored. You bring us on and you try to virtue signal like that's some ass shit.
Listen, at the end of the day, we got pulled over. We're all black, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're getting the same treatment. So it's what it is.
No, right, but here's what people say. Like the joke itself was not really a joke, right?
Yeah, I don't think they look at you as making jokes. Like they're comedians.
Okay.
I think they put themselves in a different league than y'all.
The context, we're joking around, laughing.
Yeah, bro.
Guys, it's funny. Hey, we're just kidding around. It was obviously a funny clip. But for them, it's like, let's roast these guys.
And they put on Twitter and shit and they started crying.
No, true, right? But like, it doesn't really like help, right? For example, right? I think Myron said, like the minority of black girls are attractive. That's kind of like falls in line with, hey, bro, we don't date no night, right? You feel me?
Yeah, but let's be honest here, though, bro. Like the average black woman's 187 pounds, right? They have fake hair, loud, obnoxious, rude, right? Like this is the truth. Like everything I said in there is like facts. Like when they did like studies, polling customer service, like the least desired customer service rep would be like a black woman. And then when you ask customer service people, hey, what's the table that you want to wait on the least? They said black people and black women especially. So everything I say is factual. They just don't like it because it's like, oh my God, dude, who even gets stats like that? It's the truth, man.
I think a lot of black women would tell you that they feel discriminated against in the dating market as well. So I feel like they're probably in on the fact that
but it also has to do with
negatively.
it also has to do with the fact that a lot of these stereotypes are true. A lot of them are fat, loud, obnoxious, don't respect masculinity.
No, not a lot of them obnoxious though.
That's hard to judge, right? Do we have data on that?
Again, wait, okay, right, but here's like the thing though, right, bro?
I didn't say all, but a lot of them are.
Yeah, some, right?
The stereotypes are true. Stereotypes are based in reality.
The problem is the loudest ones are the ones that we remember.
Okay,
that becomes a statement.
And when I hear him say that, it sounds racist as but then I start to think like, would I at all be hesitant to say that like Asian women on average are quiet and meek and, polite or tidy, whatever the like there's a lot of like stereotypes that you can apply to any given race that of course are not true across the board, but that generally might be more accurate than not. And I feel like we do it all the time. The thing is that black women, we do treat them like a protected class, at least, and it's partially rational because I think that they deal with the most discrimination.
They do.
So like people are more hesitant to say those kind of things about them. But on the other hand, I do look at it and I'm like, well, if we're willing to make, assumptions and generalities and jokes about every other race, why would we, keep black women out of that? Like when Kendrick says, don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman, that's law. I mean, I hope that the average person who heard that thought, oh, okay, you're retarded.
Because and it's funny because he went after...
This is logically incoherent.
And that's what makes it funnier. Who do you go after? Andrew Schultz. That's precisely the reason he brought us on our podcast to talk shit.
Yeah.
Because Andrew Schultz got shit on a bunch of times for talking about black people.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, look, how does it feel? Like, you're a comedian, right? You should be safe. Like, they shit on him for the same shit.
No.
Like,
okay, but like he's not retarded though, right? Because, and he was talking about
Kendrick or Andrew Schultz?
No, Dot, right? Yeah.
Kendrick.
Oh,
yeah.
They might not know his hip hop.
Oh, yeah, right? No, he was talking about it in the context of these two niggas who entire fan base have been pandering to black women, I think it's like Shits and Gigs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Where their entire fan base is pandering to black women, and then you go to Andrew Schultz and you sit back and allow him to sort of like put on a clinic against black women, right? That's wrong, right? But also too, the people get
It wasn't
mad.
A clinic.
But bro, hold on, stop.
Come on.
Do you not see how problematic that is?
What?
Like, let me stop. Like,
and those guys are full of shit,
bro.
They are
like
big time.
These you got Flagrant. Then you got these dudes who are basically like the functional equivalent in the UK. They're supposed to all be comedians.
Yeah.
But now they're getting shit on for making jokes on black women. Like, you need someone like me, Extreme, to come in with the fucking hood and say this is some bullshit.